hardware perspective, is the design. The idea is very slim, the color is very unique, and then it's the camera. It have a very strong photography and videography, this capability. And at last, I think is the screen, and have a very good performance on this screen, and also the curve, the screen. From the software perspective, I think Huawei Nova 9 carry on with the latest emotion UI 12. It can help the consumer get connect all the devices just in one tap, and enjoy the seamless AI life, enjoy the seamless connection and experience. As I introduced in the presentation, we targeted to build a flagship segmentation for the young generation. And definitely for this young generation, they will take this videography and the photography more. So this is our target audience. And meanwhile, and we will have, I think, very wide this own marketing, try to make, not just for young people, try to make everybody know this product. Very sharp question. But firstly, I think, as you know, to be honest, still due to this US government, this sanction, we cannot get the 5G chip side. But I think we have a very good, we already, where our efforts to build the cooperation with Qualcomm and also with Intel, with Microsoft, and to make sure we have a consistent this supply. So that's why, I think we don't have too many choices, 4G. But I think 4G, I just have some discussion. 4G, I think is enough for the current, this European consumers. Because 5G, yes, from technology's perspective, is very strong. But did you can find any using scenario on your phone? I think currently no. For 5G at the beginning, because we are also a network company, for 5G, we mainly focus on 2B scenario. For example, the underground mining is very dangerous. 1,000, 2,000 meter underground make the mining. But if you have 5G, this technology, you can use robot, control it remotely to make this dig mining underground. But I believe, maybe this is rely on all of the partner, CP together. Maybe in the coming 2 or 3 years, we will have some using scenario on smartphone, maybe on other device for consumers. So I think, 4G now is enough for consumers. Why not Harmony? I want to say in June of this year, we already announced Harmony globally. And it's mainly for China region. And now we already have over 100 million users upgrade to Harmony OS. And the users, they are very happy, I think, with the experience of Harmony. And the one very important feature or KPI is NPS. This satisfaction rate for consumers, when they upgrade from Android to Harmony, it increases 10%. And for Huawei in European, when we make the trial in China region firstly, and beginning of next year, we will introduce Harmony OS to European users. So firstly, I think it's App Gallery and also Huawei ID. So now we have 42 million Huawei ID monthly active users. Because this Huawei ID is not just available on HMS phone, it's also available on GMS phone. So together we say we have 42 this MAU users. Meanwhile, on the previous, I think on the GMS phone, we also enable them with HMS. We just make an upgrade. If consumer accepts the condition, we just make it means our current, for example, P30, it is based on Android GMS. Meanwhile, it also supports HMS. The second one, for our upper segmentation. So for Huawei, we will keep, this investment on flagship smartphone, and especially on this affordable segmentation, and also on mid, on P segmentation, we will keep this investment. Our R&D team is in Shanghai. We still keep, the quantity of team members. And in short term, still, I think even for flagship, still is 4G. But for 5G, we also have, I want to say, but I cannot tell you too more about this, but I want to tell you we have the solution. I think one day you will find 5G on our flagship smartphone. Honor is our brother. I think first half of this year, we separate Honor from Huawei Group. Now it's a totally independent company. But as I mentioned previously, we are brothers. Sometimes you look a little bit similar with your brother. It's understandable. But I really wish, Honor can get success for future. And I also give them the best wishes. And for Huawei, as I mentioned, I think why we can get succeed on this smartphone business is because we have this long-term investment. I don't think all of the company, they can invest 10% of their revenue every year on R&D. And also, not every company, they have their own ecosystem. They have their own chip side. I think this is why we are so confident we can win this future, this competition. It's because innovation. And also because the consistent marketing investment. I think even now, yes, we face the challenge on business. I know, even we had discussion with Romania, the journalists. Even this year, to be honest, we didn't earn money, but we still keep this consistent marketing investment. We opened a new shop. We also gave some profit to our partners to maintain this partnership. I think the consistent marketing investment, consistent this R&D investment can make our Noah Nan also our flagship success in the future. But I hope Noah can also follow this way. If they can follow, I believe they also have a bright future because they are our brothers. I think the biggest challenge is you're always dreaming something impossible, no action. I still remember in 2019, I never can forget this date. It's 16th of May. And US government, gave us this sanction. Even that happened, we know nothing because we didn't get the feedback from consumers. On 19th of May, Google gave a very official notice on their community, say, Huawei, we cannot provide this GMS service to Huawei for future device. Then we get a lot of journalists, a lot of customers, a lot of partner question. Come on, Huawei, what happened? Then we take a lot of time to explain to them, for the current device, we will still support GMS. It still can use the app. It still can be upgraded. Okay, then we keep our sales on P30 series. But to be honest, internally, we still have a dream. Oh, one day I will get a GMS. One day I will get a GMS. And for the whole, I think 7 months in 2019, we didn't make any actions. We are talking internally, how can I get, the GMS? Maybe some third-party solution, no any actions. Then, end of that year, our boss take all of the manager go back to have a meeting, annual meeting to tell everybody, give up this dream in the day. Move your ass, go with HMS. Then, okay, I see, because why US government give you the penalty? It's not because of 5G. It's because they want to kill Huawei for high-tech company in China. Oh, then we wake up from the dream. Oh, it's not because of 5G. It's not because you make some mistake. It's because they want to kill you. Then we start to think about, okay, everybody wake up. Okay, let's move on how to make the HMS. Then beginning of 2020, we start to make the investment, on HMS. Just 1 year, I think 1.5 years, we make the current performance. So if you want to tell me what's the biggest challenge, it's because in the day you are making the dreaming, you don't have any actions. This is, I think, the biggest challenge. As long as you make the actions, you will get improved day by day. Then the team, will be confident. You have a look, even we face so big challenge, but we still have a very stable team. Nobody feel disappointed. Nobody feel upset. Even today, everybody, is very, very motivated. So this, I think, from my heart, is the biggest challenge. But definitely, we also have some other challenge, like chip side, like ecosystem, even for PC, storage, we have a lot of challenge. But I think where our efforts, step by step, we already fix those challenges. I think it's time. We are running with time. Give us a little bit more time. We will give you the best product and the best service and solution. So for HMS, for chip side, even for software, everything is on the track. Even for smart home solution, smart car solution, everything, is on the track. But we need a little bit more time to match, the whole industry to this level. If our experience is not good, I don't think consumer will pay for the bill. So now for all of this, we have also, this mission. We have all scenario. We not just smartphone business. We have PC, smartwatch, TWS earphone, tablet. Even for future, we have a lot of Harmony-enabled device. We have a smart car. This digital resource business. I think it's great, The God closed one door for you, but open more 3 windows for you. So now we have a lot of category is ongoing. But I think the most important is time. Give us a little bit more time. I believe, we will retain you the best product, the best experience. We keep this consistent R&D investment. I think because Huawei, fortunately, we have a very healthy financial performance. And even in Canada, we still keep our R&D center in Canada. And in European, we have over 23 R&D centers in Helsinki, in Stockholm, even in Israel, in Warsaw. And as our boss, because it's the time to to make next year's business plan. Our boss, Mr. Ren, told us, don't forget next year this finance figure. Just tell me 3 years or 5 years later, if we need to come back, what we need to make the investment now. I think how our founder can be so confident is because, firstly, we have a very healthy finance performance. Secondly, it's because we have this team. We maintain all of this R&D team, even recruit more talents. For example, in China and also in European, one student graduated from university. In China, it's around 30,000 euro per year, the salary. But Huawei pay for 10 times salary to recruit this young talent to join the Huawei. We didn't decline our R&D investment, but even we invest more. We will keep this chipset design. We still keep our high silicon chipset team in Shanghai. Even Shanghai government, we just expand our, this campus in Shanghai to recruit more talents to join us. And regarding manufacturing, Huawei will not make it by ourselves. We will work with the partner together to make this chipset manufacturing. Regarding when, I cannot tell you the exact date, but it's soon, maybe 2 years. So firstly, I want to say, I have the same feeling with you. Even for myself, I think if without a smartphone, we cannot continue our business. Even beginning of this year, headquarters telling me, the portfolio, also this year's plan. Oh, it's a disaster for me, without a smartphone, how can I survive my team? Because I have over 1,000 team members in CE and Nordic region. But the result, show me, even our smartphone business declining, we focus on PC, we focus on smartwatch, we focus on TWS earphone, we focus on IoT. Still, we can make a very good performance. Internally, our current smartwatch revenue even is bigger than smartphone. And also it keeps fast growth. Every year is double. So firstly, I want to say, without smartphone, we still, can make a very good performance on business. We still get the support from our partners. And regarding smartphone business, definitely, this is the key. As I mentioned, one day we will come back with 5G chipset. But now I think we have 4G. As I mentioned, 4G, it can fulfill consumer request. Yes, HMS still, it's improving. But I'm thinking, how about Apple? Nobody compare Apple with Google. You also, in Apple Store, you also can get not so many apps like in Google. Especially the Apple app, Apple Map. I use iPhone before. If I make a navigation, Huawei take me the wrong place. But nobody complained. Why? So I think next year, beginning of next year, when we take Harmony OS back, we will refresh everything. We are Huawei, We are Harmony. We will set up the new benchmark. Focus on to make, I don't want growing one night, come back. But I will firstly to make the current Huawei user happy, satisfied. Use our Harmony, use our technology, make those people satisfied. Those people is our future growing, is our future coming back to foundation. Just like iMac, who are just target, this maybe like the people like you, the Photoshop this artist who never don't want to sell iMac to everybody. I think for Huawei, Huawei smartphone, Huawei Harmony, Huawei HMS, from beginning of next year, from now on, we just target, the people who love us. Then step by step, as long as our experience better and better, more people will love us. This is the way of coming back. The Mate 50 is on the way, and it will come next year. So it's a chance. This US ban, really make us, to stronger. As I mentioned, give us some challenge on smartphone business, but we have PC growth, smartwatch and the TWS earphone. So for this US ban, I think, but we still keep this very close relationship with US companies. As I mentioned, with Google even, we still, keep very close communication with Intel, with Microsoft, and even with Qualcomm. They are customized some chipset for us. So with those strong relationship, I believe, we will win this future business. For PC, we will, to consumer perspective, we will keep Windows and keep this cooperation with Intel, with Microsoft. But how we win the competition with DHL, Dell, HP or Lenovo, I think internally we have a lot of discussion. We must do something differentiation. I think we have two differentiation. The first is design. All of our PC is very slim, it's very light, premium. Secondly, is experience. We will launch our own PC engine on the MateBook 14S, the next flagship PC. It can help get connect from PC Windows to, this mobile device. As I mentioned, we have this Emotion UI 12. Smartphone with PC, this connection can be very easy. I think this is our advantage. One more advantage is on marketing and the retail part. Because DHL, I see they didn't invest too much money on marketing and retail, to be honest. They seeking for perfect. But for Huawei, we will still keep, this marketing investment on PC business and also retail investment on PC business. We have smartphone, we have smartwatch. This is advantage. This is differentiation compared with DHL. They don't have those devices. For future, I believe each consumer, they expecting an ecosystem experience. So I think with our ecosystem, I believe we will win the competition. I see. But I want to say, this question is led by HQ. But for me, I can decide in my region the partnership. But I think at least for P50, and we still have this cooperation with Leica. So firstly, I think game definitely is a big this industry, and also is our future. This I think revenue growth engine. But to be honest, we currently don't have a plan, to make a specific smartphone for game. I still remember 10 years ago, and we talk about IP68, this waterproof phone. I work in Finland at that moment. The Finnish consumers, they care about this waterproof. I remember Samsung, they have this phone. Even now they have. And also internally, we have a lot of discussion. But I want to say, now those IP68, it's standard for all of the flagship phone. And also the processor, the engine is very strong, I think for flagship smartphone, it's standard, this feature. So I don't think we need to make a, specific phone for game. Even for non-Anan, it can fulfill consumer requirement on this part. We launched the latest Mate X2 in China region. Yeah. So we didn't introduce it in my region. I'm fighting with my boss, please give me some shipment, in my region. But I want to say, give me one more chance, and next year in the March, I will introduce you the latest foldable phone in my region. Yes.